Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming, is our C20 venue. Uh, Set in New York City. In the scene we're at the freehold of uh, Baron Sebastian, Lord Sebastian, in Manhattan, and he's working on something, just kind of busying himself with. It's not really anything too important, but it's just busy work that he's doing.
So Alice will come walking up to his door, uh, kind of lightly knock on it as she stands there, head tilted to the side, body kind of cocked a little bit to lean on the door frame.
He notices her and he smiles. Hello, Alice.
Hey, do you got a minute?
Oh, always. I always have time for you.
She'll come in and close the door. So, what are you working on?
Oh, he rolls his eyes. I need to do something about Sir Kirsten.
Well, I have some thoughts on that one.
Mm, Let me hear them. I want to know.
I think a temporary demotion, depending on how the duel goes, wouldn't be out of line.
I was thinking that same thing. He will be lucky if I don't strip him of his title completely and kick him from my barony.
True, but if you strip the title completely, that'll look bad to the nobles because he was just technically defending your honor, even if it was done in the worst possible way.
He tenses at that. Holding squires at sword point is not anything I ever condone. That was not done in my honor.
I know. That's why I
He, sh-
confronted him about it earlier.
he shakes his head. You did? What did he say?
He basically just patronized me and blew me off.
Of course he did. I'm going to pull him aside after the duel. We'll see how that goes. I honestly hope he loses.
I don't think he has much of a chance.
He's going up against a troll.
Not exactly a good pick.
He smiles and nods like, yeah, I know. I might be young, but I know better than to antagonize a troll, especially one as passionate as that one.
Clurichan, Pisky, and Trolls, the three commoners you don't want to fight on a bad day.
Don't underestimate Puka either.
Puka, everything I've learned about the Puka so far has been when they're in your face, angry, and ready to shoot you, that's when you're safest. Because when they're angry enough that they actually want to do something to you, you're never seeing it coming.
He, he nods. Exactly. So I have to make a statement. I toyed with the idea of stripping him of his title completely, but I feel that's too much. And I know that I still have a lot to learn about running a barony, but I I like demoting him to squire and reminding him of what it's like to be at the bottom of the totem pole would probably serve him very well.
Technically, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, she says, walking over to him now.
He smiles and he reaches for her.
I'm a commoner after all.
You are never at the bottom of the totem pole. You are by my side. Even though we're not married yet, I view you as my equal. and I can't wait to marry you.
I guess that kind of gets to the heart of why I'm here then.
His brows go up. Oh,
Sebastian,
yes.
do you love me?
He smiles. I do. I do love you. I know people probably say that I'm just some obsessed fan that got its prize and I don't really care about you, but I do care about you. And you, I don't care about your fame. Yes, I have posters of you in my room, whatever. I'm a teenage boy. He'll shake his head. But I'm also learning a lot about myself and coming into my own and being around you, spending time with you, hearing you sing, the way you look at me, the way you talk about me. How can I not love you?
Because, in all fairness, I mean, you've only known me for, what, 3 months? In person, I mean,
He'll
you've heard my
smile.
songs.
Of course. 3 months is actually quite a long time. I know people who've fallen in love a lot faster, who have even gotten married in that short amount of time. By the time we get married, we'll have known each other for 6 months, which honestly is not, it's not that short of a time, especially in Fae society. And political arranged marriages happen, and I know that that's kind of how this started, but I don't regret it.
Neither do I. So I guess that brings me to my next question. What do you want out of the relationship?
I want you. I want us to have a life. I want you to be by your side and you be by mine. We rule together. Or if for some if something happens, if the way things are changes. I know that especially us Seelie, we don't take to change very well. We don't like to stray away from tradition too much. So I want you
And
to
yet,
know,
the autumn she adopted the changeling way.
indeed, they did, and we are more adaptable and amenable to change than the Arcadian tree. Absolutely, he'll nod.
But Sebikun, I'm more concerned. That's why I asked if you love me. And then the separate part is the political. What do we want politically out of our marriage? Because as much as I want to pretend that it's not going to be a factor, it is.
Okay, politically, fine. I'll put on my serious face. Ugh, I hate that. You kind of like, I don't want to, but whatever. Politically, I need you to temper William, and I need your voice and his voice to unite to a common cause. I'm not sure the direction that's going to go. I'm I've been talking with the governor of Staten Island. We'd like to unite she and commoners. I don't like the line. I don't like the divide. I don't like that there's this caste system social order. I know that isn't very Seelie of me to say, but I don't like it. But William is gaining a lot of steam. And if he keeps going, The streets are going to run red with Sidhe and commoner blood alike. And I don't think that that's his actual goal, but that is the fire he is starting. And I need you to help temper that and get both of you on the same page and be a united voice for the commoners. And I will throw my weight behind it as much as I can.
Then we're going to have to do something about the rebels. Not William, I mean the terrorists.
The ranters. I believe that's what they're called. She nods, or he nods. He'll think. I need to get it. We need to get someone to have a meeting with him. Let's see what his goals are. Wasn't William? He'll think. I don't remember something about William once being part of that somewhere else.
Wait, what?
He'll nod. Maybe he can meet with him, and if you can get him on side, get William on side, and then get a meeting with the ranters, whoever represents them.
Am I? Then there's something I'm going to need.
Of course.
I'm going to need to be empowered to speak. Which means, I guess, we're going to have to wait till after the wedding.
That's too long. That's a little less than 3 months.
Oh, we're not going to do the Beltane?
Or 2 months, sorry. He said 2 months. Just say 2. That's 2 months, a little less than 2 months. That's too long, though. Do you know how much can happen in the next 2 months?
I'm starting to get ideas.
We either are going to have to move up the wedding, or you and I can slip off and get married, and I will announce it, and then we can have a fancy ceremony later for everybody. Would you want that? Marry me sooner.
Honestly, what I want is to get to know you better.
He'll smile. I can be, of course, you can see I can be eloquent and I can get things done and be what I need to be as a baron, as a young baron under scrutiny. But at heart, I'm just a scared kid. When I would love nothing more than to put on my Deadpool pajamas and curl up, play video games.
Then after the duel, I guess I'm going to have to go and start speaking to some people.
He'll nod. William wins the duel. The spark that's been started is going to ignite. because it's going to prove him right, and it's going to empower more commoners, more people who feel oppressed. It doesn't even matter if they're commoners or not. There are Shi out there that feel as commoners do. Our brothers and sisters in nobility will turn on us. Or I may turn on them. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that William, he needs to listen just a little bit more. He does a lot of talking, which isn't really terrible, but I just wish that he could understand that we're not all against him. Some of us are working for equal. He'll like, he'll move his hands up and down, like as equal can be between the enforced rulers of the dreaming and those that aren't. I hate the word commoners. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, I want, and I'm not the only one that wants relations between us and commoners to be better. But he's not listening. He needs to listen more. And Sebastian acts like it really bothers him that William is not really taking the time to listen and getting to know those that would be on his side if he would just listen to them.
If William would actually show up to court and talk to people, he'd get to know them. She are just like the rest of us.
Especially Autumn Shi, we are changelings. We awaken chrysalis just like everybody else. Didn't really choose to be this way. I didn't choose any of this.
Alice will stand there, her hands clasped behind her back, almost like she's going to be leaning forward on her tippy toes, but just as if the urge has not fully taken her, looking up at the sky, or in this case, the ceiling, as if trying to imagine the sky above. I'm no good at speeches, but you're right, I can sing. So that's what I'm going to do.
Alice.
You just gave me the perfect idea, she says, doing a complete spin pirouette on her toe.
He lights up.
William won't be the only one speaking after the duel. I will too. I'll make it a song.
He lights up. And what he does is he pulls her in, pulls her to him. And he kisses her very gently on the lips. And then he'll press his forehead to hers.
She's smiling and kind of breaks the moment with one more line. I don't want kids for a while.
That's fine. We have a lot to deal with. We don't need kids right away.
Good. She'll kiss him on the forehead. In that case, I guess I have my mission worked out for me. And hopefully William doesn't kill Sir Christian outright.
Well, if he kills him, I guess I don't have a problem to deal with anymore.
No, but you can't really learn many lessons in life if you're dead.
Well, it would be chimerical death, and he can come back from it.
Well, maybe. I don't know how you boys tend to roughhouse a little much.
Wow. Sometimes we do, yes.
Next thing we know, you both have Both of them will have swords sticking out of them. There'll be 20 of them. I won't know where they got 20 swords, but you know,
Gosh, 20 swords. Jeez. Ugh. You know I'm gonna be, yeah, I will be at the duel. You know that, right?
I do. I'm William's lucky he's getting a duel.
Hold on. Hmm.
I was going to set him on fire. That Christian, I can't believe I am still mad about that.
The fires of House Fiona has become an inferno in that one. Shakes his
Right,
head.
which is why it would have been ironic if I set him on fire.
I know. I know. He laughs. Oh God. You're gonna. He looks. He looks at her. He cups her cheeks, and he's like, "You're going to show him what the fires of House Fiona, even though you're not a Fiona, show him what that feels like." And he just laughs.
She's giggling. I was thinking of do you remember that, I don't know if you've ever seen this one. Naruto?
I have dabbled in it, but I have yet to really get into it.
So there's this kind of bishy character, Sasuke, and he has this like really cool power that allows him to burn fire with fire. I was thinking the same thing.
Fight fire with fire.
Exactly. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Of course, I am always here for you. I'm I'm not marrying you out of obligation or because we're under contract. That's not the only reason. It's I really care about you. And I'm always here for you, no matter what. You need anything, you come to me. Okay?
I need to get you away from work more often, but I don't think that's happening now with, Sir Christian.
You know what? Sunday, let's go on a date.
Yeah, I'd like that.
He'll smile. Good. Let's get through this duel. You go work on your song, and I gotta finish this that I'm working on.
She'll wink at that and then make her way, kind of gliding out of the room gracefully.
And yeah, he goes back. He takes a deep breath and he like rubs his temples. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm too young for this shit." But he'll take. Okay, I got this. I do. And I think that'll be the moment we end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing. And thank you, one watcher, for watching. We will see you next time. Living World of Darkness, Changeling, Dreaming. Bye.